For all y'all, things got a little bit hairy second quarter. Looked like y'all were in control. What happened to allow y'all to regain control of the game?
I feel like South Carolina was a great team. They fought. They never gave up. I feel like we just stayed focused. We knew that it was going to be a dogfight being the first SEC kickoff game. And I feel like we just trusted in one another. We knew that everyone on that defense side had everyone's back.
Yeah, and then Drew Bumper's sack, I think it was still a 5-point game, and he sacked back to the 5. How big was that?
I mean, that was huge. Anytime we could come away with a sack, I mean, that's a kind of if shifts the momentum. It's a big game-changing play.
Simeon, it's his first full game without Catalan. How do you feel like the defense did, and how do you think, taking over the team captain role, you performed as well?
I feel like it was a great game by us, and we know we always would love to have Catalan because of how talented he is. But we have a lot of players like Brini came in, stepped up, forced a fumble. He had a great game himself. We had Malik step in, Kyrie stepped in, and both of them been playing corner for a long time. They came in and played safety for us today, and they also did a wonderful job. So I feel like it was a hard game, but it was great to see all our training paying out after doing all the stuff in the summer and fall camp of switching positions, moving everybody around. I feel like it definitely helped us today.
I'm curious. I mean, you all three could answer this. What did y'all think about Bumper returning that onside kick?
Oh, man. I loved it because I had to block the biggest dude on the line. So when he got it, everybody else stopped. So that was great for me.
When he grabbed it, I was just pointing like this. Go.
If you had a little bit more speed, he would have scored. But we'll keep that to ourselves,
And then, I mean, Nudie got another pick today. What did y'all think of that and just how he's doing over there at corner?
I mean, Nudie doing great at corner. Oh, by the way, good evening, everybody. Sorry. Nudie doing great at corner. Nudie is a dog, man. Everybody a dog out there on the field. Nudie been playing great, and he been showing it.
Yeah, Nudie's definitely a game changer.
Mm-hmm. Anytime you get the ball in the red zone, you could create a turnover. That's huge, and that just crushes the other team.
Definitely.
I think the game was pretty well in hand at this point, but Jordan Dominic again forced that safety. I think it's the second week in a row he's got a sack in the fourth quarter. Just what's he brought to you guys, defense?
Man, he's a playmaker. He's a go-getter. I think I talked about this last week. He's a guy, he does it in practice all the time. He'll run out the stack and go make a play on the perimeter. He's just a guy that's a dog. He's a go-getter. He's going to make sure that he does his job, and if the ball gets out to the perimeter, he's going to run out there and do that job too.
I love John JD, man. JD is a good person on and off the field. He a dog on the field, like Sim said, and then he just come every day to work, every day.
Obviously, a little bit of a new era of college football with transfers. I want to ask you about Latavious Brini more and how quickly did he blend in? And you guys go against Matt Landers. How quickly did you learn that Matt might be a weapon for you this year?
Brandon's a real good player. He came in our system, and we do a lot of stuff. I feel like we require a lot of communication, and with that communication, that means you have to learn the playbook real fast. We have a lot of different stuff that we do, a lot of different personnel, and for him to come out there and play as well as he did in just a short amount of time and just being here in the summer, and really the spring, but it says a lot. It says he really came here, he really took this serious, and he's a real playmaker. He's going to be very helpful for us this year. He's going to make a big difference.
I appreciate all the people that the DBs, coaches, everybody, because when I first came in from Georgia, it was like a little rocky. And they took me in with wide open arms, and then they just showed me nothing but love. It's nothing but love. Just making sure I was accountable for everything I did, and just making sure I could push my skills farther. So it was great.
And also Matt Landers is very dangerous. I hate having to cover him in practice. So he's definitely going to be a weapon for us. He's a big, long guy that's very fast. We be calling him a gazelle at practice because them legs never stop. It don't even look like he's running hard. He's just moving his body. But he's definitely going to be a weapon for us. He's definitely been helping us offensively also.
Yeah, Matt, like Sim said, Matt nickname Slim. I call him Slim. Matt he a dog, man. Matt go come in and work. Yeah. Like, you catch Matt after practice catching like 100 jugs. Like, Matt just gonna work, and I love that about Matt.
Drew, you made a lot of plays today. I think you had 2 sacks, maybe another tackle behind the line. What do you think of your game? And Sam Pittman mentioned that, you'd look like a different player than you did in the spring. I mean, as well as you're playing. And then maybe you guys could each comment on what you thought about Drew's game today.
I mean, I felt pretty great today going into the game, and I know I felt comfortable and confident with what our defense had us doing, and it just put me in a great position to make plays, and I just did my best to do my job.
Yeah. Drew's a hard worker. We've been harping on Drew ever since he got here. We love him. He's a hard worker. He's not gonna say much, but he's gonna always do what he's supposed to do. We finally getting him to open up a little bit more. But yeah, he's definitely a playmaker. He does his job. We know if we send him on the blitz, he's probably 9 times out of 10 gonna get the sack. If not, he's gonna pressure the quarterback. So I feel like Drew's just a great player, and we love to have him around.
Man, Drew had a great game today.
Definitely.
I look up, I see Drew making the play every time. I turned to somebody, I said, "That's Drew? That's Drew making that play?" They were like, "Yeah, that's Drew." But Drew did great, man. Drew is awesome. He a great person, man.
I don't know if you get to watch the offense much when you guys are off the field, but what'd you think of Rockets' game and really what he's done these last 2 games, being the primary back?
Man, it's good for me not to have to tackle him this time. It's good for somebody else to have to tackle him. But he definitely had a good game. You can see a lot of improvement from last year to this year. I feel like he's more shiftier. He's very much in shape, and he's a load to tackle. So I feel like he had a very great game. It seemed like every time I looked up, he was taking the ball for about 6-7 yards every time he got the ball.
Latavious, 2-part question. Your role now with Catalan being out, what do you think about, that responsibility, I guess? And then the fumble force that you had, I can't remember when, second half, how big that play wound up being.
With Cat being out, the responsibility just when I first got here, they always kept just made sure they held me accountable, like people like Sim, Cat. So it was really no pressure. It was just it's just like practice. Let's just go. Just make sure I'm accountable for everything I do. And then on the fumble, man, y'all ain't see me out there. I was jumping for joy. But when I hit the ball, I said the ball came out. I was running. I ran like a chicken with his head cut off. I was just running.
Yeah, we saw some ice on your ankle. How you feeling?
I feel great. I mean, I'm blessed. That's all I feel great. That's all it is.